is up, guys? Tyler Parks here, back with another video. We are officially 2 days out. Today was a breeze so far. The cardio was quite easy. Coach is starting to refeed me now, so this meal that I'm going to be making is going to be having 100 grams of cream of rice, which I'm very excited for, which is why I made ice cream version of it, put it in the freezer about an hour ago. So that's going to be done now, and then I'm going to get started on my eggs. We're just getting everything set up that we're going to need. Yeah, no, I'm really excited. Today is the last lift before the show. We're going to be hitting a little bit of upper today, so I'll probably head up to Iron Revolution, considering that's how I started this prep series off, and what more fitting way to end it than there. Now I do have another surprise for you guys coming up. It's another show. It will be taking place 5 days later, so prep won't be fully done. We might still have a few more lifts, but for the first show, this will be the last lift. So I'm gonna get started on breakfast, and then I'll show you guys the results. Okay, so meal one is complete. This is the cream of rice. Basically, it's just a combination of cinnamon roll from Elevate and chocolate cake. It's mostly cinnamon roll, but the chocolate cake takes over color-wise. And then I put half my blueberries that my coach gives me in there. So you got 40 grams of blueberries there, 40 grams of blueberries here. So that's really good. It's also just came out of the freezer, so it's like ice cream. And then this is just some beef and eggs. So I'm gonna eat this real quick, and I'll see you guys at meal number 2. Also, real quickly before I go, I almost forgot, I get 12 grams of honey today. Okay, so meal 2 is complete. This is chicken, rice, extra virgin olive oil, and then asparagus. So I'm gonna go eat this real quick. Okay, so here is the pre-workout meal. Today, Coach is giving me a Dunkin' coffee cake muffin. Then for the cream of rice, I did cinnamon roll mixed with Cinnabon, Ghost Whey. I have a little bit of coffee because I am allowed 8 ounces currently. And then it's topped off with honey in the cream of rice. So this is gonna be fire. I'm gonna go eat this, and then I will see you guys at Iron. Okay guys, so we have made it to Iron. We're gonna get in there and hit this upper day. There's really not much to it. I know we are starting with upper chest. We're gonna do some incline, probably do that Atlantis chest press. And then I know he wants me to move into a fly, so we'll probably do some standing, just standard flies. You know what? Instead of talking about the lift like I always do, let's just go in there and hit it. I still have to get to my working sets. Okay. Okay guys, that is gonna be it for today's video. Tonight when I get home, Coach is giving me a shit ton of rice, pineapple, banana, chicken, and then we are getting some Five Guys. So I might record some of that, might not. My boy Jake is currently driving up from South Carolina to Jersey for my show, so he will be getting the Five Guys with us. So that'll be pretty cool. But yeah, pretty much it for today's video. I might get some of those clips in later. And if I do, I'll see you guys then. And if I don't, I'll see you guys for show day. Take care.
Number 11, Tyler Park.
First place. Holy shit.
Pose.
Happy birthday, Ty!
Congratulations, fellas. Moving along. Men's Classic Physique Teenage. We got Tyler. He's back.
Oh, Tyler!
Congratulations, you look fantastic.
Woo, Tyler! Woo! Okay.
Congratulations.
Hard work.
To athlete number 4, Greg Verado. Number 5, John Kim Allen. Third place to number 14, William Fuera. Second place to number 11, number 15.
Way to go, Ty!
To start.
Are you I could squeeze them.
Yeah, let's give it up. Come on over. Next up, we have Men's Classic Physique Open Class.
Okay guys, so it is Tyler here. This is post show. It is currently the 17th. We are now 3 days out from the next show. So I figured I'd break down the last show and the experience and what happened. So we placed first in teens, we placed first in juniors. We were true novice, but I wasn't able to sign up for the class because I didn't want to spend the extra money. And then we placed second overall. I was really happy with the look that we brought for the first show. So right here, this was 100 days out versus 1 day out. So I'm basically going to recap sort of the weekend and the meals I was eating. This is June 13th. So I think right here, this is my first meal of the day. We're 1 day out right here. So this is Saturday. This is what the mornings looked like. So you can see we still were holding a lot more water than I wanted to ideally be holding. But that was okay because Coach had it covered. This is when we started tracking water and really started upping the salt. So now this is at 3 p.m. at this point. So we were doing check-ins after every meal at this point. So you can start to see me slowly dry out. Wait, let me show. This is when I get my bags packed. So this is everything that I brought with me to the hotel. It took a lot, but we got there. And then this was the meal I ate before I left. So that's how much water I was getting about every meal, every 3-ish hours. Well, wasn't a lot, and it only got worse. But that was part of the experience, and it really taught me a lot about myself, just being able to go that long without necessities. It was just like the other part of prep. You know, you're taking away food, now you're taking away water. So it's really just about testing your mental endurance. This meal was fire, though. Got a ton of rice cakes. That's honestly one of my favorite parts of the weekend, was all the rice cakes I got to eat. So this was at the hotel at this point. You can see me start to really dry out now. That point, we're doing, I think, 3 packets of salt per meal. This is here at the Tan. I got a picture with my girlfriend drove me there because she had her car at the time. So, and I was so low energy, I just don't want to drive anywhere. So she drove me there. We took these pictures of me with the poster, and then this is post tan. So let me get some. Here we go. Yeah, this was a pretty cool shot. And then this was 8:51 p.m. So you can really start to see me by the end of the day get dry. Like we're really okay. That's not loading. We're really starting to dry out here. Not loading. But anyway, I think now we'll go to the morning. Let's see if I can load this horrible picture. This is, nope, 10:40 p.m. So this is when I was going to bed. Now this is morning. So you can see I am really, really dried out here. So this is 6:24 a.m. show morning. Yeah, no. So the night before I had to do 2 shooters of vodka. It was 3 ounces, 4 ounces of decaf coffee, and then I think it was 4 ounces of water. And that combo just dried me out for the morning. I also, the meal I had the night before, I really hope this one loads. It's probably not gonna load. But it was a coffee cake Dunkin' muffin. So I'm getting hella sugars, carbs there. About I think 4 or 5 rice cakes. I know I had bacon, and why is it not loading? This is really annoying me. See if I can pull this up here. There we go. Don't mind the foot pick. I should be charging you guys for that one. So 5 rice cakes. This was the morning. I think this was my first meal. This was gas. I know the cream rice looks pretty bad. It was chocolate mixed with cinnamon roll. It was actually really good. I brought boiled eggs just because it was more convenient in the hotel. So that was fire. And then I don't know what I'm looking at here because nothing's downloaded. So we're just going to download all these manually. This was the muffin that I ate right before I went on stage. I think it was 15 minutes, 30 minutes. I actually, let me see if I can get a time on this. 10:56 a.m. Okay. That was about, I want to say 40-ish minutes before I went on stage then. I don't really know. Time was moving so fast that day. But all I know is I had half of that muffin before I went up there. And boy, I mean, don't get me wrong. I did honey and salt too, like directly before I went up there and before we got pumped. But this was a little bit before, and that muffin was fire. And I think it was part of the reason they had us run the gauntlet up there. So I don't have recordings of the prejudging, but the prejudging, they just had us doing poses, the same poses over and over again. I was in the middle box for the overall for about 30 seconds. I held my own, and then I was moved to second, and I was kind of just stuck there after that. But I was really happy with it because I didn't know what my expectations were going into the show. You know, this was my first show, so I was really happy with it. And now going into the second show, I have a lot more experience. So we are currently 3 days out from that. Let's see what else. We got some shots here. Unfortunately, none of them will load. I think this was one of them will load. Okay, so this was juniors. He was an awesome competitor. Talked to him backstage. The sportsmanship throughout the entire experience was phenomenal. Absolutely had a great time. Getting to know everyone and learn from them. This was a really good shot for me because going into the off season, my biggest weak points felt like my hamstrings, my calves, my back. So being able to leave with a look that I feel like I improved a lot on was definitely made me very happy to look at that and, you know, say that we came this far. Got a lot of pictures with the family this day. A lot of people turned out, and that was really awesome. These were the 3 meals. These things were heavy. These were way heavier than I was expecting. They were like weighing me down. I was like, shit, I gotta start going to the gym. This is me and Steven. Steven picked me up about 16 weeks out and just completely transformed everything that I do. He just taught me time management from the start as well, which just opened up so much more opportunities for me to actually get things done. And yeah, now Steven has completely transformed the way I train, the way I eat, and for the better. I'm definitely looking forward to how much progress I can make with him over the coming years. So, yeah, all in all, the show was great. And then afterwards, we went to Cheesecake Factory, got some mozzarella sticks and calamari there, and then yeah, this was pretty good day. But yeah, basically that will conclude today's video. That was the show results. I hope you guys did go on to enjoy. And yeah, I think I will probably post another lift before this next show. I think tomorrow is the last lift, and then we'll go from there. So I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.